Hello, and welcome to another episode. I'm Zalmont, and this is my little YouTube series where I play Ark and just talk. I've been kind of wanting to do a New Year's episode for a bit, and I just couldn't figure out what I wanted to say, so I keep putting it off. But today, I think is the last day before this Christmas stuff is all gone, so I wanted to get my little Christmas decked haul here in a video before it all disappeared. So, kind of forcing a video out here. But I'm sure that'll work out just fine. um, but yeah, if you find yourself enjoying the content, please do subscribe for more content and leave a like. Comment, let me know what you think. How do you? How's my Christmas haul? Is it pretty good? I think it's pretty good. I like it. But yeah, I've got three stockings for each of the. There's one for me, one for the missus, and one for the little one who plays with us too from time to time. Well, plays with me. We only have the two PlayStations, so and they both run off of just my PlayStation Plus. So yeah, if anybody's playing, they're playing with me. um, but yeah, I really like this. I would. It'd be nice if they keep it, but if not, that's fine. I actually do have a plan for replacing this after it's gone. You'll see in whenever my next video is. But this kind of being a New Year's episode, I think I should. I think I should kind of focus on you know what's going on, and um well, I don't know what should I focus on for New Year episode, eh? See, this is the thing that stopped me from doing one, was that I didn't know what I wanted to what kind of a message I wanted to do for it, you know uh whether, because I don't have any big New Year's resolutions. I think when it comes to New Year's resolutions, the problem with them is that there's too much, because it's symbolically about renewal and about bringing a new change. Some people get into it too much, right? There's too much pressure, so that's where most people's New Year's resolutions, they don't follow through, right? When you're ready to change, you're going to change, and it isn't going to matter whether it's New Year's Day or New Year's Eve or July 22nd. It won't matter. That'll be the time for you to change, and you're going to change. Um, that said, I don't know. I think a person should always be looking for change. Oh, there we go. You should always be looking to better yourself, right? That's me. I'm always trying to improve myself. Um, and I think that's in general what a person should do. So I don't think that really should be a New Year's thing. Um, for me, New Year's, I do think about friends. I really think about friends. And one thing in particular, what I've been doing in my little time in between here is, there's a game that I used to play back in the day. It's a game that I really was pushing for a new game for, right? Game for a new game in the series, and but the company that owns the intellectual property, they don't take suggestions. They don't accept emails or I've tried, but they did they did just put out Monster Rancher 1 and 2, the original two that were on PlayStation 1, on iPhones and iPads. So I got that on my phone here, and yeah, I don't know if they have it for Android. I haven't even checked on my wife's phone. But I've been really putting a lot of time into that. Here, let me try and set a timer now so that I don't because I like to say, I like to keep these, for those who do watch these, I do like to try and keep them shorter within that half hour. I should probably even do it shorter than that. You know what I mean? Like, try and keep it condensed. But I don't know. I'm a ranter, and for ranting, you kind of gotta let it flow, right? So I generally game for like a 25-minute mark for my videos. Some are longer, some are shorter. Um, but how you like it? There is me and the missus are starting to work on a tree floor, but it's me and the missus. It's my little thing to include her, so it's that's kind of slow progress because I don't want to do stuff without her because I want her to have, you know. So I told her, like, you can do whatever, like you can play, like you can go do whatever, you can build whatever. We're unofficial. There is no real rules. Like you can we're good to go. There's no real rules, so like nobody can be like, oh, your base is too big. Oh, you have too many bases. Oh, yeah, no, nobody can say anything. If we can do it, we can do it. Now that said, with that you do need to watch out for people who are pillaring and that's part of why people do pillar, is to keep people out of their area while they build, right? Because otherwise people can kind of come and build in the middle of what you're building and mess everything that you're doing up, right? Um, but yeah, I don't know. I like to say my friend, me, everyone. I think of my friends, new and old, especially old, but the new ones I think of too. And with the Monster Rancher too, the friends that I knew back then, and I'll tag them when I share the video myself, because I don't know, I shared initially will share the video through my Salmont persona, and then I will sometimes share it from there on my own personal Facebook, and yeah, on my personal one, I'll actually tag some of the friends in this video because, yeah, no, I've been thinking of them, thinking about them a lot. This year, this summer coming up is going to be my 40th, and what I would really, really like for my 40th birthday is just to camp out with friends of old, and like just a big group too. And I don't normally do big groups, like I really don't. But the people it's all the old trailer park boys. And when I start thinking of that number is actually quite a bit. There was quite a few of us, really. And yeah, I would really include anyone that would hear me say Trailer Park Boys and think that I might be mentioning. Yeah, no, I do mean you. I might forget to call you up specifically, but if you watch this video and this makes you can feel free to contact me. I would love, like I say, I'd love to do a nice, massive camp out with all my friends for my 40th. Like, I've lived kind of an isolated lifestyle, for a while. It's my one big fault in my life. It's the one thing that I do kind of feel missed. Um, is that I don't really have friends that I hang out with or whatnot. Really, if my best friend would still be alive, my life would be absolutely perfect as far as I'm concerned. But there is a hole that he kind of left, and just, yeah, it'd be nice to have just hang out with all the friends that I used to call friends, right? All the people I used to hang out with and party with, and we would go out and send 10 and party up in the middle of the night, have a fire. I think it'd be good. And that's what I think for New Year's. I just think of my friends, for new and old, new and old. This year has been a lot about the old, but even new. I don't make a whole lot of new though. New, it tends to be strictly through work because I don't know. Like I say, I live a kind of an isolated lifestyle. Like I work and I do and I take care of my kids, and I'm not into the school parents. You know what I mean? Like I'm one of the school parents that aren't one of them. I just, yeah. I'm not into that. It's, I don't know. I don't want to say anything negative about it, so I think I'll just leave it. Because, like I say, I grew up on the wrong side of the track, so to speak. So like I do carry some heavy biases. But at least with me, I understand that I do have those biases, and not only do I have those biases, but they're really heavy. um, to each their own. Like really, like if you're happy, you're happy. I'm happy. I am great. I am happy. I'm grateful, and I'm this year's we'll see how she goes. It's another year for me. It's I don't see anything big in the works. Right, this year is just kind of building up, trying to pay things off, get things debts paid. Um, I think I am going to start doing a bit more planning towards my own dream location. And I say dream, but it's not really so grandiose as that. Like it is and it isn't, because it is dream, but it's attainable dream. You know what I mean? Like, this is this is I actually want to do this. I actually think I can do this, and I'm gonna do this. It's just I need to get my ducks in a row, and so I'm gonna do it. My diner and bar, and I don't want to say anything more than that because I don't want to give it away. I don't want somebody to do what I want to do before I get to do it. You know what I mean? Mind you, I don't know. Part of it's not so about because there's more to it than just the idea itself. It's the execution of the idea, right? Which that's where you need me. That's why I'm the guy for it. It's like one buddy said that not the job that I'm currently at, but the one before. Whenever he'd come into the establishment, he'd always always be hey, your money. And I know. Like it's one of those like I don't want to. Yeah. But yeah, I have expertise. That's why I was gonna get out of kitchen work when my youngest was born. I had an opportunity to kind of get out, and when I took a break from working, I come to realize just the truly expertise that I had in this field, and yeah, my perspective changed, and I come back, and I'm good at what I do. I'm really good at what I do, and it is what it is. You have good days, you have bad days, but it is what it is, and you just push through. Like it's you shouldn't complain about like, hey, do you want a job? Is this the field you want to be in? Is this what well, hey, it is what it is, isn't it? Isn't that what you want? Because if this work wasn't here, then this job wouldn't be here, and you wouldn't be here. So you should be grateful for the work that's there, because that means that you get to be here. I have that wider perspective where I'm like, yeah, that's right. I enjoy being here. Not for necessarily just for the sake of being here, but yeah, I like cooking. I like pushing myself. I like taking charge. I like having and being a person of integrity that people just like I say, like you're that person of authority and integrity where people just even before you have the authority, people will just listen to you because you know what you're talking about. You have that air of what you're talking about, and I do. I really enjoy it. And the next step, the next step I need to make is do a place of my own. That's really the next step. Well, the next big step. There's actually little steps to get there. But those little steps, I'm gonna get them start. I'm gonna start knocking those little steps out of the way this next year, I think. Because, like I say, this is a dream, but it's not. It's not a pie in the sky dream of I want to be a movie star. This is no, I can actually do this. I actually do know some people. I actually can get some stuff going if I actually put the effort in. If I, it's all about me being able to get my, like I say, get my ducks in a row, get the legalities of it out of the way, and then I got to sell it. Sell my passion for it. Sell, like I say, what I'm saying right here, right? And that's, it's just like when I went to my boss for the promotion and raise that I got a bit ago, right? Like, I kind of knew that like it was, like I didn't know that I was going to get, but I pretty well had a feeling that I would get, once I go and talk to my, because, I'm not, I'm just saying it the truthfully what it is. Like what's going to make my idea rock is me. It's me being in there, being dedicated, and what's getting me to be in there and be dedicated and put in and have the proper oversight, not just the proper oversight, but make sure that the work is actually getting done and blah 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 is I need to have the skin in the game, and I'm directly benefiting from it, right? So when it's my business, I'm directly benefiting from it, right? When it's running smoother, when I'm directly benefiting. So, like, there's a reason for me to go and put in that extra time myself. Plus, it's when it's mine, I'm not having it. Because don't get me wrong, my boss, the owner, she's of my current job. Like, she is actually decent to work with. Like, absolutely, I actually, I'm so glad that I went back. Because where I'm working is a place that I didn't actually think I was going to work again. There was a little bit of bad blood that happened between us, and like, I really didn't think I was going to come back to here, but it's one of those. It's why I kept my mouth shut over the years, and I didn't badmouth the establishment, even though it had left a bad taste in my mouth on a personal level. It's like, I understand the way perspectives go down, and I understand how things can look different and be different from different. So, like, I'm not gonna run my mouth. You never know. You never want to. You shouldn't needlessly burn bridges. If a bridge needs to be burned, so be it. But if you don't need to burn it, you shouldn't, because you never know, right? You never know what the future holds. And I'm glad that I didn't burn that bridge, and I'm glad that circumstances led me back to it, because it allowed to put things to rest, and I get along well with my boss, generally speaking. And like I say, yeah. And yeah, me wanting my own. It's nothing against my boss. It's just that's the next step, and it's like I say, it's a difference between, because there's certain things that it's the owner's prerogative. It gets, and yeah, me, I have a different way, and I'm not, yeah, I don't, yeah, when it's yours, it's different. It's like it's like kids. And the dads out there will definitely understand what I mean when it's like kids. A kid that is yours is different. And when I say a kid that's yours, it doesn't need to be blood. It can be stepchildren. It can be adopted children. It can be, but a child, a kid is different when a kid is yours. With picking them up, with holding them, and like, it's different when it's yours. And a business is that same deal. It's different when it's yours. You get to be pushier with it. You get to do it your way, right? And I really want that. I think the vision I have, I think it'll rock. I think it'll work. I think I'm in it for the right reasons and have the right experience, and I think I can make it work. But I need to get my ducks in a row. I need to get things costed, and that's part of my issue, is that I've never done an actual startup. I've ran things that have already existed, and I'm really good at running what's already existed, but I've never done an actual startup, so to cost certain things out and whatnot, yeah. But even there, I have a guy that I think I'm going to give him a shout, and because he's actually done startups, so if he's willing to give me a hand and brainstorm with me and give me something to shoot off of, I really like I say, like I actually think this is a dream, but I think I can actually do it. And it's little goals, and actually start knocking those little goals off. Don't just talk about it. Actually, ding dong ding. And that's when you get to those big boasts of dopamine, right? Where you get those big lifts that really lift you up. Is when you're knocking those off. So I think that's for me. Oh, there we go. That's our timer to end the episode. Um, that's me for real life. I think I'm gonna go actually start working towards my dream. But that was already the plan, right? That's what I mean. Like for me, that isn't about a New Year's. It isn't a New Year's resolution to. Well, no, that's what I'm already doing. That's so. um, and like I say, there's one specific legality, one course that I need to get taken. I think I'll do that right away here. Uh, it's like $100, I think, something like that. But yeah, I'll go take that right away here and get that out of the way, and then, like I say, I'll start pricing stuff out. Um, See if there's, because I know locally there isn't an actual location already built that would work for me for what I want. So I would definitely be looking to build, and if I'm looking to build, well, then I need to look for land, and you know what I mean. Yeah, yeah. I think I'll give Buddy a call because, like I say, he's the one who knows more about startups and who's actually done startups and done international startups. So like, yeah, that's right. I actually know somebody, and you know, because I really I think I can do it. I think here is the you could really do it. People, especially like the big thing with doing something where I live, is you gotta hit it off the launch. You really do. If you knock it out of the park on the launch, then you, Bob's your uncle. You're solid, and you're gonna just make money and be awesome, and everybody will be happy, and la di da. And then as long as me, and that's why I want to, as long as I reinvest back into the place to, keep the floors up, keep the decor up, keep, reapply paint from time to time, and when something breaks, actually repair it and repair it properly, get an actual replacement in, that sort of thing. Do that properly, because that's one of the problems that's tongue tied there, that some owners come into, is that they'll let some things slide, thinking that, well, the money that I'll bring in is going to go. No, that's not the way. This is kind of a reverse thing, because if that's out there, no, you want to stay up on it, and then you never end up with the big cost, right? Or, well, like I say, you continually put money into a separate fund for updating and maintenance costs, right? Because period, there are going to be, well, that grill crapped out, and I don't know if anybody who knows kitchen equipment knows that kitchen equipment is super expensive. Even if you're buying refurbished equipment, you're still looking at a pretty penny. So, like, when that stuff craps out, that's kind of a big expense. And like I say, really, when something craps out, people have a tendency, because of how costly things are, to go the refurbished route, right? But my experience is that long run, the refurbished route is not the way to go, because if you're getting refurbished stuff from somebody that you can that you can actually legitimately trust, okay, fine, refurbished works. But generally, refurbished is like used car salesmen, okay? And they're gonna sell you sleazy equipment that they just greased up to run just long enough to test it, right? Then you get it back to your place and it's a piece of shit, and but because it's refurbished, it's take as is, right? So, yeah, and then the just long term, because it's refurbished, it's already defective equipment to a certain extent, so you're more likely to have to call repair people in to do maintenance on it and whatnot. Whereas if you buy brand new, at least for 5 years, you shouldn't have any problem. And if you do get that extended warranty, boom, your Bob's your uncle. And like with stuff like that, absolutely get the extended warranty. But yeah, you get new, and then you don't. At least for 5 years, you do not have to worry about it. Period. And you get it on warranty, and you really don't have to worry about it. They're paying for it. You call a person out, they repair, and you send the manufacturer the repair bill. You know what I mean, like that, and that is the way it works. If you have it on warranty, you just call a person who does warranty work, and yeah. But so, like I say, you do that in at least 5 years, you don't have to worry. Well, I'm not sure if it's 5 years. I think you can get a 5-year warranty, but yeah, like just in reality, like 5 years should be good. Like you shouldn't have any real issues for that first 5 years, period. And if you do, like I say, if you get that extended warranty, and okay, well that's covered. Whereas you get the refurbished, well, for starters, there's no warranty. It's take as is. So, like, you're on the hook for any repairs, and you're more likely to have repairs, right? So when you get the brand new equipment, well, now you have 5 years to, instead of you putting money, getting a tech guy or getting a repairman out, you get to put money in this bank account to be able to replace that equipment when it breaks down. But you think ahead that way, and a lot of owners don't. Like they don't, and then all of a sudden the stuff. Oh, what do I do? Well, and that's a lot of the places around here are if you were to just go buy a place that's already most of them are let run down, and nothing works right. It's all jimmy rigged to work. It all works. You're you're able to use it all. I've cooked it everywhere. You can cook all these places, but this charbroiler here has this spot and this spot. You really don't want to put anything. The temperature's really low there, so things don't cook right there. This is your hot spot. Or this grill, it doesn't actually go to this temperature, but hey, if you set it to this temperature, then you still get the right temperature. The setting's wrong. It's and stuff like of that nature, right? And that's all of these places. They're all running 20, 30, 40-year equipment, right? And keep getting, it's people who don't know anything, and it's just a financial investment for them, and so they don't invest in. But you start right, and you go keep it up to standard right from the get-go, and Bob's your uncle. And like I say, that's where I come in. That's why a person doesn't, hey, go ahead. You want to try and do it? You go do it. You go run your own place, and go ahead. But you're not going to run it. Most of these places fail, and like I say, why? Because most of these places that are starting don't have a person like me who actually gets it. I'm the secret ingredient. I worked many years to become that secret ingredient, and now I'm going to put it to the test. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. But yeah, I think I've ranted on long enough here, so, oops, I did that wrong. So until next time, later. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more content, and comment. Let me know what you think. Happy New Year!